Y'all can hate me if you want, but I got Logic, Young Sinatra 4. Yup. I like it. I enjoy it. I listen to it. I go back to it.
Dope.
I go back to it.
Myke's
do.
face. Like, alright, son. Never float your boat.
At number 10, I got Royce the 5'9", Book of Ryan. At number 9, I got Denzel Curry, Taboo. At number 8, I got Vince Staples, FM. At number 7, I got J-Rock, Redemption. At number 6, I got Freddie Gibbs, Freddie. At number 5, I got J.I.D. DiCaprio 2. At number 4, I got Pusha T, Daytona. At number 3, I got Benny the Butcher, Tana Talk 3. At number 2, I got Alchemist, Currency, and Freddie Gibbs, Fetty. And number 1, Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap.
Oh shit, he made 101.
Yeah,
oh,
number
okay,
one.
he stayed. He stayed there.
All right, at number 10, I have Quelle Chris and Jean Grey, Everything's Fine. At number 9, I have Rock Marciano, DJ Muggs, Chaos. At number 8, I have Lupe Fiasco, Drogas Wave. That's right. Yeah, nigga. I got at number 7, I got Fine Take, No News is Good News. At number 6, I have Benny the Butcher, Tana Talk. I said that right?
Tana
Talk, yeah.
3, put the 3 on there, dude.
Tana Talk 3. There you go. That's number 6. At number 5, I have Royce 5'9", Book of Ryan, The Book of Ryan. At number 4, I have Rock Marciano, The Bitter Dose, Rosebud Revenge 2. At number 3, I have Black Thought, Streams of Thought, Volume 2. At number 2, I have Kai and I'm pronouncing this producer name wrong. I can't believe this. And Annie Moss, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Orpheus versus the Sirens at number 2. At number 1, I have Rock Marciano, Behold the Dark Horse.
God damn, you got Rock
3?
Marciano all over that motherfucker.
All right, so number 10, I got Benny, Tana Talk 3. Number 9, Ka, Orpheus and the Sirens. It's actually, I got Herman and the Recluse. I think that's their.
That's the name of the group.
Yeah. So Herman and the Recluse, Orpheus and the Sirens. Number 8, Rock Marciano, Behold the Dark Horse. Number 7, DJ Muggs and Rock Marciano, Chaos. Number 6, Arm & Hammer, Paraffin. Number 5, West Side Gun, Supreme Blind Tail. Number 4, Black Thought and Salim Remy, Volume 2. Strings of Thought, Volume 2. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what I tried to do. I was trying to be slick. I tried to be real slick, but I'll say that when we start talking. So number 3 is Lupe Fiasco, Drogas Wave. Number 2, Jean Grey and Quelle Chris, Everything is Fine. And number 1, Rock Marciano, The Bitter Dose.
Okay, so you got Rock all in the too.
Whew. Whew. All right, number 10, I got Rob.
Black. Pop 'em out.
That's fucked up. Number 10, I got Rob Sonic with Defender. At number 9, I got Earl Sweatshirt with some rap songs. At number 8, I got Atmosphere with Mi Vida Local. At number 7, I got Lupe Fiasco with Drogas Wave. At number 6, I got Arm & Hammer with Paraffin. Number 5, I got Moody Black with Lucas Acid. Number 4, I got JPEG Mafia with Veteran. Number 3, I got ASAP Rocky with Testing.
Ooh.
I mean, consistency, bro. At number 2, I got Sadistic with Salo Sessions 2. And number 1, holding strong, Jean Grey and Quelle Chris with Everything's Fine.
I missed. I'm gonna do it at the shoot.
I know. I just did it.
You want me to hold the camera and film
See,
it?
it's not
No,
in
no,
order.
he got me.
Mention to him that it's not in order.
Yeah, it's not in order. I just literally made this list.
But follow him on Instagram though, so you can get it in order. He'll post.
Instagram or Twitter. I'll probably put it in order
No, you won't.
by the time this video comes out.
No, you won't.
I will. Maybe. Number 1, I have Rock Marciano, Rosebud Revenge 2, The Bitter Dose. Number 2, and like I said, no in particular order, I have Saba, Care For Me. Saba? Is it Saba? It's Saba. Saba, Care For Me. Number 3, I have J-Rock, Redemption. Number 4, I have West Side Gun, Supreme Blind Tail. Number 5, I have No Name, Room 25. Number 6, I have Freddie Gibbs, Currency and Alchemist, Fetty. Number 7, I have Jid, DiCaprio 2. Number 8, I have Benny the Butcher, Tana Talk 3. Number 9, I have Pusha T, Daytona. And number 10, y'all can hate me if you want. I got Logic, Young Sinatra 4. Yep.
When I looked at that project, and I knew it was gonna be in my top 10 or even my top 15. When I was just looking through it, I'm like, 3-4 tracks maybe.
Really? I feel like it was solid in that. I feel like 3 or 4 tracks. I feel like 3 tracks I probably want to listen to, but the rest of it.
Well, here's the thing. What I mean by 3 or 4 tracks is what would bring me back. And I'm not saying that the rest of it was trash, but it just it would just be there. You know what I'm saying? So like it didn't attract me back. Like it's not like oh my God, I gotta listen to this. Like I felt that void has been filled by so many other artists this year that I'm just like, ugh.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see like for a Myke or B. I don't know for you though. I don't see like who's filling that void. Who's filling that Logic void for you? Outside of like a Jid or somebody, who's filling that void for you?
Well, this year, honestly, between Jid and Freddie, like both projects he was on, I didn't need Logic. You know what I'm saying? And then Crit dropped 3 freaking mini EPs with 7 tracks total. I didn't need Logic. Like I don't know. And I'm not saying that those people necessarily filled the void of Logic, but it was just so much more hip hop that I felt was better than that project that I'm not going back.
I feel like there were projects like Royce, Black Thought that are better projects, but for me personally, this is my personal.
Oh, of course,
I go back to.
I'm surprised.
I'm just not gonna go back to a Black Thought album like that. I'm just not gonna go back to a Royce album. I appreciate it and I listen to it and I like what it is, but I'm just not gonna. Honestly, I'm just not gonna go back to it like that. That's just not the type of music I like to listen to on a regular basis.
No, I feel you because when I was looking at the list and I was looking at everything that dropped this year, I saw the Black Thought and I'm like, let me go make sure I ain't fucking up by not putting it on the list. And I'm like, yeah, this shit dope, but I don't personally go back, can't make it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you.
Which one?
With
Volume 1 and Volume 2.
the first one, the one that we.
Oh, the one with Ninth?
Yeah, the one that we reviewed.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both really dope.
Yeah, they're both dope. It was just kind of like, damn. I honestly, I just think that this year had so many fucking great projects that even the good ones, they just didn't have a place. The one that was really fighting, the one that I had at number 10, I was just like, oh man, I have to take Fonte. No good, no news is good news.
I like that one too, but again, it's just not the Fonte that I used to really like. Like I guess not Fonte, but like Little Brother. I've always liked Little Brother as a tandem. Like I've had a hard time accepting Fonte
Just
solo artists.
I feel you. And you know what? Like for me, I love Fonte. You know what I'm saying? I love the direction and the vision of his music. It was just kind of like everything else on my list kind of got that bounce. You know what I'm saying? It got that knock, and Fonte just didn't have that. So I was like, I love it, but I don't go back to it. But it should be on there because I feel like we need more Fontes talking about, the subject matter he talks about and stuff. But I was just like, I just can't.
I had Fonte at 10 too, and it was a struggle because I really, like you, I wanted to leave him in there because the album and the quality and the things he was talking about, was definitely, needed. But
This was the toughest year in a really long time. Yeah, it might be
since
ever.
we started doing that, I think
ever.
this is the toughest year for me personally. For me,
Yeah, it might be.
As I'm listening, looking at my list, I'm like, I can literally take these 10 projects I took out and put another 10 in, and I'll be happy with it. I'm just like, wow, like this was a good year, man.
For instance, what did you leave off? Like what was your honorable mention?
Just a couple.
Sylvan Lassou, I think I'm saying.
I never got a chance to
Advance.
listen to it.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
that shit was dope. Denmark Vesey, Sun Go Nova, that shit was amazing. Apollo Brown and Joel Ortiz, Mona Lisa was dope. And Jericho Jackson, that's another one I feel kind of bad leaving off, but it's just, yeah. Pusha T Daytona. I mean,
Like B said, I have another 10 down.
Yes, that I can put.
That
down.
I can
So what were some of your honorable mentions then?
Some of my strongest ones that were really fighting was the Epic Beardmen project. That I really wanted to put that on there, but it just got bumped out. But it's still a fucking awesome project. That Jid.
Oh yeah, you ain't had Jid on there.
I didn't have Jid on there because it got bumped out. That J-Rock, I had that on the list. I had the Death Grips. I had the fucking the Ka project, the Orpheus and the Sirens. Henri Osborne. I had a lot of stuff on there, but I just had to. It was painful.
Yeah,
it was painful because it was. These should not be this stressful.
Yes.
And I was seriously like,
Yes.
over the past 3 days, like, God damn it.
Because
man.
if you remember like previous years, you'd be like, oh yeah, top 10. We come up with that easy. Like it wasn't no struggle. But this one, I'm like, I'm just doing my list. I'm like, damn, I got 22 albums. I was like, how am I gonna fit this in 10?
This could have easily been a top 20.
Yeah.
I said we should do a top 20.
Nah,
that's too much.
keep it stressful.
Yeah, keep it challenging. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that's
the
cool.
top 20 at that, I feel like when you make a top 20, it's just too easy.
Yeah, you're cheating at that point.
Yeah, because then you're just
You put all your good, all your
what?
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me put this out there because I saw it on I saw Dar Adams tweeted this, and it was interesting. At first I was like, oh, okay, but then I started really thinking about it. I was like, man, that's actually might be worth a discussion. So he said that when you do a top 10, he used the word narrow casting, meaning that you're reducing the high volume or volume of great to amazing albums or whatever down to like 10. And that, of course, obviously you're leaving out other albums that are deserving of recognition.
That's just one of those things where it's like, okay, you're leaving out projects that are great. Yeah, but it's not like we didn't already talk about the projects in other places.
Yeah.
So I don't think his critique counts for us.
Yeah, and we're talking about it right now because we have to acknowledge, right, being in hip hop, that this is a very tough year. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, even if it doesn't make the top list, the fact that we're talking about it is I think is good enough.
This year came out swinging too.
Y'all had Rock Marciano all through y'all list, so like over some of those other ones that you wanted to put on the list, like what made you decide to just put them on there 2 more times instead of putting like some of the other ones that got honorable mentions?
Shit was fucking amazing, dude. Like the fact that he made 3 albums, dude.
Yeah.
Like not only somebody that makes 2 albums, this man made 3 albums. All of them sound different. Like that's crazy how they all.
Because Rock is one of my favorite artists. So, but I just felt weird putting them on there that many times.
I think if it's deserving, and I think that's where I was like, for me, that they deserve because they were albums that and I think when I said, okay, is it this versus this? Like, which ones would I listen to? So when I put 2 albums side by side that I could have put, like A$AP Rocky's Testing, I really wanted to put in there. But, when I put them side by side, I'm gonna pick the Rock Marciano, over that. The Dark Horse one. And I struggled with that. I was like, man, is it fair to include him on that?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Times?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's fair. It's your list.
I
It's
think
my
it
list.
is.
Yeah, that's. I was
He
about to
just-
say that. I was about to say it's my list at the end of the day. We all gonna have our own our own like list or whatever. But I was looking. I'm like, look.
Right, and I know it does come down to personal preference.
Right.
I think some of these things really boils down to that, but I think the quality of the work that he put into those projects, I think is warranted for me.
Yes.
So, because I when I listen to him, I'm like, man, how? Because we only review one, which was The Bitter Dose 2. So Roseworld's Revenge 2. So we didn't get a chance to really talk about the other 2, and the other 2 were just as amazing. And to add to that, so this is what I was saying earlier, and the problem was that, like, I was trying to be slick and add Black Thought's.
Volume 1 and 2.
Yeah, because I was gonna do Black Thought Volume 1 and 2, but they were 2 different producers, so that's why it kind of bumped that out. But Volume 2 though, I understand what you're saying. Like that's not like what you prefer to listen to. But man, when I was listening to it again today, I was like, man,
I never got a chance to hear Volume 2. I hadn't got around to it.
Man, Volume 2, man, the new grit.
Who produced this one?
Salim Remy.
Yeah.
He produced He produced They Shooting Again. That
Oh,
Made You
okay.
Look- Made You Look
Yeah,
joint.
yeah.
He produced that. He produced a lot of joints. He produced Poison off of Stillmatic. He produced a lot of joints for Nas.
What were some of your honorable mentions, Ken? I don't think you told us.
Yeah, Black Thought Volume 1, Prime, Royce, You know, Freddie, I looked at Mick Jenkins, J-Rock, Jericho Jackson, Black Milk were some other ones that I
What
considered.
happened to the bus driver you were talking about?
That one's one that I think Rock and Benny kind of started to push that out. West Side Gun started, so some of the ones that I had on my 5 started to get pushed out by projects that dropped after we did our top 5. You know, so like I didn't expect Benny. You know, like
Right,
Tanner Talk, the first listen, I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? You know, we often talk about every year, everybody say, man, this was a great year for hip hop. This was a great year for hip hop. And you know, I for one always come on and be like, it's all right. This year, you know, by the time we made it to the end of the year, it actually turned out to be a really good year in terms of the quality
You look
of
back and
albums
start
that
from
we got.
January to now,
Yeah,
you're like,
bro.
damn, it was some. Every month we was blessed with something that,
It
that
started
kept our
out
attention.
strong.
Like that Mick Jenkins, I wanted to listen to that obviously because he's one of
That's just crazy.
he's one of my
He's
favorite.
a man.
episodes. He probably would have made it, but I never got a chance to listen to it.
When I heard, and the number of times I
great.
played it, I was like, oh my God. And I wish we could have reviewed it. Because somebody asked if we were going to review it, and I told them I don't think we'll get a chance to touch it. But, you know, you guys, Mick Jenkins, he's come a long way with me.
My honorable mention list, Dave East and Styles P, Beloved.
I didn't listen to it.
That shit was
I think I only
amazing.
listened to it like twice, so I didn't consume it as much. As
He dropped 2 this year, right?
Ooh, Dave East.
Davey.
You know,
Yeah, Styles P.
Paranoia too.
Yeah, that's the only one I
Styles
listened
P
I played
dropped
that. I played that a
Styles
lot
P dropped
too.
a solo too.
He also dropped Karma too. Between that one, Drogas Wave, and Fonte, all 3 of them was fighting for number 10.
Was I the only one with Joe? Oh no, you had it.
to. No, I had it too.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
But Benny, man, let's talk a little bit about
Oh yeah, that's right. So back to Benny. You had to ask
Talk
him
about Feefo.
one more time. Go ahead. Say it one more time.
So obviously he made 4 out of the 5 lists, and then he made Mike's honorable mention. We haven't gotten into it yet, but damn, like that shit made number 3 on my list, cause bruh.
Yeah, it probably would have been high if I would have put mine in order. I'm pretty sure that would have been top 5.
Was he on yours? He was on your list too?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
That shit's hard as fuck.
it's hard, man.
It's hard as
it
fuck.
comes-
Benny nicest man. I
Benny,
said that.
Benny
I
is.
said that
He
in
probably is
West
the
Side
nicest
Gun.
out of the whole crew.
I said that in
I
West
still
Side
like
Gun
Conway,
review.
but Benny
I don't
dropped a
know,
hell of a
man.
project.
No.
dude.
I don't know.
Remember I said that in
Yeah,
West
you
Side
said-
Gun?
yeah, I remember you
I was
said
like,
that.
when we did Supreme Bite, I was
No,
like,
look,
Benny
now
nice.
look.
I'm telling you,
I'm
Benny
with you.
nice.
Yeah.
Like he has such a fucking hood rap vibe. Like he makes the whole he makes everybody in the audience feel like you could just go sell drugs and rob people.
He does. I be feeling like that when I be bumping him in the
Yeah.
car. And you know what's the crazy thing? Because I was like, okay, how do I describe this guy? And the only thing I could think of was like mellow hype, right? Where he's so smooth. No, I'm not comparing him. I'm not just think of the name. Just think of the name. Mellow hype, right? Where I'm like, damn, this nigga is so smooth, but he's hard as fuck.
Okay.
So I was like smooth hard, but like what the fuck is he?
Is the voice the smooth part?
Yes, his voice.
Cause he doesn't sound aggressive.
He
when
doesn't,
but he sounds
his
menacing.
Words, his
Yes.
words are aggressive as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like that dynamic that he has.
Yeah.
You can't try to manufacture it. Either have it or you don't. And he has it.
I'm just recalling the first time I listened to it, right? And I think it is like that it factor. Like you can't really describe what it is, you just know it's there.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm listening to it, I'm like, man, this shit don't make any fucking sense for this to be so fucking dope. But I don't know why it's so fucking dope. I can't describe it. But it was just like, I was
It's a
just sitting there
vibe,
like
man.
in a
It's a
maze, like,
vibe.
what the fuck is going on?
It's like he captured a vibe, man. Like from
Yeah,
the
it's
jump.
just like,
As soon as you play spray on that shit, it's like,
Yep.
yo, this is something.
because the other ones in the group, they kind of have a little style and a little flair to them. Maybe it's the voice, maybe it's the way they rap or
Right.
they rhyme. Benny is just,
Right.
Just that nigga.
I'm just that nigga.
He just sounds menacing.
Yeah,
he just
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like he doesn't sound. I don't know what it is. He sounds like that quiet dude in the class that will really fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have to yell. He doesn't have to get angry. He's just like, I'll kill you.
I was taking the intern, so I'm gonna put y'all on blast. Y'all remember I put on that Benny right before I dropped y'all off?
Yeah.
That shit, they was bobbing like,
It rolled really nice. Came in front on it like,
It's a tough album.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were listening to X right before that or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Or-
I was like, let me put y'all on some real shit. I was like, let me put y'all on some real shit real quick.
Brother, the fuck
I big brother the hell out of this
Either
Yeah,
one. We didn't know which one, like what X's album or Benny's album sounded
Yeah.
like, but the mood instantly changed when he put that on.
right, no, I had heard X's album And then I heard when he put that on, I was like, this like some like grown man. Like you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, this that grown man. Like you just notice that grown man.
Since I'm putting y'all on camera, state who y'all are, man. Who you?
My name is Jalen. I'm a film person, filmmaker, and I'm at Georgia State.
Cool. What's up, man?
My name's Huey. I'm a film person too, and I'm at Georgia State. And yeah, I make music and shoot videos and write stuff. So,
Yeah.
When I first popped it on, I was just like, oh my God, like it's so dope that an MC can still make this type of music today. You know what I mean? Like it's just like that gutter, like Feefo said, just very menacing, very believable. Like his wordplay is just straight to the point. I'm like, yo, this shit is like, you know, I remember I talked about like Daytona, like yeah, Pusha T on that shit, but this shit. Shit,
Maybe a good matchup.
Man,
I might have thought about that.
Yeah. Because I mean, I was just like just the contrast. I'm like, man, like Daytona was so that shit was dark, but it was like dark and pretty dark. But this shit is like gruesome in that back alley dark. Like you don't want to walk through there after a certain time.
Because you can't have a name like Benny the Butcher and not come with something like this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So when you listen to it, I'm like, yo, this shit. I mean, fuck. I mean, every track I was just like, are you kidding me? You know, you think you're gonna have something you're gonna not really care about? Every track, I was like, God damn.
Hey, Myke, you know what's starting to grow on me? JPEG Mafia's album.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Did you not like it before?
I don't remember you.
I don't think anybody liked it except for me.
No,
I think I remember messaging you.
I think it was cool. I think we all like
the rapping was. Remember, we talked highly about his style of rap.
Yeah.
The production.
And it was surprising.
But yeah, I actually went back and was listening to it. I was like, man, yo,
that record's dope as fuck.
Actually, all right.
That record's dope.
This shit, I can fuck with this shit.
I was talking to somebody recently, and I was like, man, I bet you there are gangs of folks who if they don't know who we are, that would just roll across my profile and think that I just named myself after a fake person in his song. I bet you they have no idea. I was thinking that the other day because I got a bunch of followers after that shit came out. A gang of followers. And I thought about it later. I was like, man, I bet you they have no idea who the fuck I am. Which they shouldn't. Who gives a fuck? But I bet you they were just like, man, this guy just named his Twitter thing after a JPEG Mafia song.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy. Funny. I watch videos now where there's a whole crowd of motherfuckers singing that shit. And I'm like, wow. It's so weird. It's like, man, I know none of y'all know who the fuck I am. And if I just walk through the audience, then anybody would even look at me.
Right.
But somebody did. You said somebody touched your hair at a show though.
Yeah, but that was on some different shit.
Because you said you would walk through a crowd and nobody would notice it, but that night
that guy didn't know who I was. He came up to me and said, are you the guy in JPEG Mafia's song? Because JPEG Mafia pointed at me.
Oh, okay,
and then he touched my hair talking about, ooh, you do have some good hair. Man, there was going to be a murder that night. I was like, bro, if you don't get the fuck away from me right now.
Yeah, you know what was funny? Because I was listening to it this weekend and that line, it just, because, homie, that just stuck out, right? I just said, I was like, man, this nigga really in this damn song.
I thought it was crazy too when I heard it. I was like, damn, he legit in his song. Remember we thought it was a diss at one point?
But I just think it's crazy. It's one of the biggest albums of the year. It's on everybody's list.
And you associate.
And I'm sitting here like, damn, I wish I can get some kind of recognition of this shit. How can I get some clout?
Right. Damn.
I'm happy for him though. He's been grinding for a minute.
You know what? That should be cool if he brought you on the stage with him doing that song.
He okay, so he did a video for that song.
Oh shit.
And he did not ask me to be in it. And I was personally offended.
Such a missed opportunity.
Bro, he knows now because he apparently everyone jumped on him. They were like, "Why didn't you fucking?"
Dude, that was just right there.
And he said he's like, "Man, I couldn't afford it."
What?
And I was like, I would have flown there to be in the video if you had just asked.
Damn.
And he's like, now I feel stupid. But then he did say something like, yeah, next time I'm in town, man, you gotta come out.
Did it feel like mainstream was weaker this year than usual?
I can't ask you.
Normally they have
bigger. Carter's was probably one of the biggest ones. I would say J. Cole, Cardi.
You know what's been big is the Lil Babies.
Yeah, like the SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah. Not even the SoundCloud. No, look like Lil Baby, YFN, Lucci's.
Who?
Nope. These are guys now for a minute.
Yeah, they've been around.
But what I'm saying is that those are the main. That's like the new mainstream this year. Like,
it is the new mainstream.
It's the new.
YFN.
Because who else was it? Who else was out? What's his name? Block Boy JB.
Block Boy JB.
Like he like those are the.
There's some
I know,
other guy
like, yeah.
called. I can't
These are
think
the dudes this year. Those are the
know who you
mainstream
are.
guys. I know you
There's
don't.
another
I
I'm
ain't
just
ignorant.
telling you.
I just want to know who they are.
I'm just saying those are the mainstream guys this year. So they
But it
have
still
had a
feel
good
like
year.
I think we could probably end it here.
On me.
Wait, before we get it there.
Uh-huh.
Thoughts on J. Cole? Like he's getting like Grammy fucking.
You got Grammy now for this?
No, he
No
did.
Features. Oh, he didn't.
He
Yeah.
didn't. Like and people
Yeah,
like
he
it's like the conversation right now. Like,
Oh wait,
yo,
he did not.
He did not.
Nah.
Ooh, they hate.
Uh-oh.
They hate on the kid.
They saying they feel like Mac Miller took his spot. Like they giving it to Mac Miller for.
Oh,
Wow.
because he passed.
Yeah.
That could be true, but
That's why pretty much Mac Miller took J. Cole's spot as far as nomination.
does he ever? Does he ever get nominated?
J. Cole?
Yeah.
Not for Grammys. I don't
Okay, then what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Then what are we talking about?
And you know this album.
Well, I think he has songs that get nominated.
But his albums haven't.
No, his
I'm
albums
asking.
Yeah,
I'm not-
I can look, but I don't think he's got.
No, I think Forest Hill Drive got some nominations, didn't it? I'm sure it did.
I don't watch the Grammys.
Yeah.
Who give a fuck about a Grammy? Half of you critics can't even stomach me, let alone stand.
I do think.
Wait, hold on. Before you, that's where I wanted to go.
All
Right
right,
there.
go ahead.
Eminem dropped two
Oh.
albums. That's where I wanted
So
to
y'all
go.
just gonna have no love for Kamikaze, huh?
So the first one, you know, crumpled it up, threw it over there, cool.
Yeah, went over your head like Eminem said. Ooh, bars.
But nobody mentioned, and we said that he sounded like M that we wanted. It wasn't all the way whack. It was a little corny because it just seemed like he was an angry boy. That's you my boy.
But the
baby.
comeback album was forgettable. It became forgettable after
that
it was
week.
over.
It's not for me.
You can still listen to it, but I think okay.
It's not forgettable.
Go ahead.
But you know what the thing is? I liked it less and less as long as the year went. Like it didn't become forgettable. It just, I think it had shock factor when it came out. Because we didn't expect it to be good.
Because what he made before.
Yes.
What he made
he came
before.
from the ugly duckling, he turned to a
Right,
swan.
right.
But the thing is, after a while, you keep staring at that swan, you're like, you really ain't that cute.
And then you listen to all the other quality stuff that
Exactly.
came
And
out
that was the thing
this year.
I forgot. Like it
Yeah.
came out when I went through it. I was like, oh shit, he did drop this. And then I looked at the track. I was like, oh yeah, I did actually like songs on here.
Right.
But then it was like, oh,
It was just so much stuff.
I still listen to it. I still go to the gym, and it's good gym music.
I can definitely
Minus a few
still listen
songs.
to
Not
it.
Venom though.
But yeah, Venom, shit, man, Venom get you pumped.
Right.
It's gonna be
But last thing, I do think that regarding the mainstream, from what I've seen, I think it was the year of the big singles and less of the projects outside of the, like Carter and whatever. Because I don't think, and J. Cole maybe, but I think
Nobody cared about Drake after he.
and Drake got the
What's Drake
Scorpion
do?
drop. Yeah,
They done with this.
people
I
put it
know,
on
right?
the year-end list, but they doing that's politics.
See, that's why Drake mad trying to kill people.
He tried to kill me.
Because y'all ain't talking about his album.
Oh, did Nicki Minaj take?
Oh yeah, hers then.
Oh, she had an album too?
Yep.
Cardi had an album.
I think
Cardi
Cardi's on people's list.
Yeah.
Cardi's is getting mentioned. I haven't seen Nicki Minaj's getting mentioned.
Yeah, and Cardi got a Grammy nod for best album, best rap album.
There you go.
And like a couple of her singles too. So
Over J. Cole.
Woo wee.
Ooh, it's gonna be
Ooh, his
fight.
fans are gonna have riot.
I think Nicki somewhere pissed.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of people smelling like patchouli with fucking head wraps, just mad as fuck. Eating salmon sandwiches, just fighting.
Queen Radio. Okay. All right.
Man, 2018 was a hell of a year for hip hop. As you guys can see, it was tough. It was tough to come up with these lists. But in all honesty, going into 2019, I think the thing I'm most looking forward to is everybody we don't know, because a lot of the newcomers this year, they were just hella dope. And even from years past, like JID. So I'm really looking forward to the people we don't know today, tomorrow.